Hello everyone, FireCrests Gaming here and welcome back to another video. We're back with F1 2017 career mode and we finally, I don't know why we hadn't done this already, but we just developed the first of the upgrades for the reliability, I guess? It's kind of, I don't know why that wasn't one of the earliest ones I got. Regardless, we moved on to qualifying, went out for our first lap and realised the car was overfueled. It was a great start to the recording session. I've got to say, it was just the best. It was absolutely fantastic. It was just the absolute best. So it came straight back into the bits. And then I realised that all the components I had on board were all very old ones. The very old ones I used in Russia. And then I realised that I accidentally turned the AI down all the way. So which means I had to deliberately slow down on the line to you know, get a normal quote-unquote grid position. To say everything went wrong in the qualifying session and it got more and more awkward the further it got, yeah, that was an understatement. Luckily we qualified right alongside our teammate in P11. So we're getting ready for the start of the Spanish Grand Prix. 5 lights, lights out, away we go. The 2 Ferraris, first and second on the grid. I think the second Ferrari was a bit tardy off the line. I'm not sure who it is. I think it's Raikkonen, very tardy. He's being overtaken by both Red Bulls already. Also, we're having a look up the inside. We are side by side with Verstappen and Ricciardo ahead. And Ricciardo always got a bit of a shot. Oh! Did we hit him? I think we hit Ricciardo there. That's very unfortunate. But we do have Hulkenberg right behind us, so it's good for Renault. Down the inside of Valtteri Bottas into P4 now, and the virtual safety car deployed straight away. I'm not surprised, to be honest, because that was utter chaos to begin this Grand Prix. And here we go. So you just see there, up the inside, Ricciardo's there, he gets it on the curve, it starts to slide, tries to recover it. And yeah, we're kind of just waiting there to hit him. And for the second season in a row at Spain, on the first corner, it's sideways and out for Daniel Ricciardo. So on to the restart from the virtual safety car, still on the first lap. We're getting going, and I'll tell you what, Hamilton is looking pretty feisty behind Sebastian Vettel. We'll see what happens here. Hamilton, I think, started third. Obviously got past Raikkonen with that start, and Bottas. We just got separated at the restart. It's kind of unfortunate, but regardless, Hamilton down the inside of Vettel into the first corner. They're going side by side. In for the first few corners, round turn 3, still side by side, the Ferrari and the Mercedes still going at it. Into turn 4, still side by side. This is ridiculous. And the Mercedes still trying to squeeze around. Vettel down the inside, he's locked up a bit, and no, he gets down the inside of Hamilton in the end. No luck for Hamilton maybe on a cutback, but there you go, he does eventually make it work. But it did close the gap to Raikkonen, which will bring him slowly into this, and I believe it's only on the following lap as Hamilton starts to close on Vettel again down the inside. Pretty much a mirror match, so mirror move so far. He's a little bit behind though as he goes through 3, and he's starting. There you go, there he is, running side by side. Vettel using a bit of a wider line. Hamilton just looking a little bit behind at the moment. And onto the brakes, he's down the inside of the Ferrari side by side. And squeezes him out on the exit. Oh, very rough place by Hamilton as he goes round the outside of Vettel. Lovely move there by Lewis Hamilton. Fantastic one to get round the Ferrari. I've got to admit, that was a fantastic move. We're still just sat behind this though with some popcorn, watching the fighting unfold. And we got every single part replaced. The only thing that we couldn't replace was the gearbox. Otherwise, we would have got the 5th-place grid penalty, which don't think we want right now. But on, what's this, lap 4? 6 even. We're being chased by Bottas, and he is still a bit of a long way back, and then immediately comes at us. Here he comes, and look at this, Bottas! Really squeezing his way through, really trying to make a move side by side into turn 1. But no, it's no use for Bottas as we hold on to P4 for the time being. And on again, the following lap, lap 7. Bit on the curve, bit of a slide, and that's going to allow Valtteri to close up. Here he comes, closer, closer, closer. And there he is, squeezing it down the inside. We're using every bit of track and then some into turn 1 and around the outside of the Mercedes. Just nice defending there. And it is going back and forth for the time being. Now on to lap 9. we make our pit stop. Not sure where we're going to end up after all this, but let's see what happens. We're currently in P2, and we're going to fit the medium tyres from what I remember. So into the box whenever it is. There we go. Clean stop by Renault, and we are off away again. And in P4, so we're still ahead of Bottas, but he's gone for the soft tyres, which means he's going to be mighty fast in this stint. So we're going to have to pull out every single technique we have to try and hold him behind, and we keep doing that for the time being on lap 12 or 13? I think it's 13. But it is time to start the fighting with Bottas, as Vettel is a long way up the road on those soft tyres. So on lap 17 now, we're still on the mediums. I believe Hamilton ahead. Yeah, Hamilton ahead is also on the mediums. So we're kind of mirroring his strategy. Still in P2. Hulkenberg's pitted. I don't know why I included that bit. But regardless, still in P2. We come in for our pit stop on lap 23. And we're going to put on the soft tyres. And we're going to make it to the end. Hamilton, I should explain. Hamilton went for a soft medium route. And Bottas and Vettel went for a soft strategy. So we were definitely differing in what we wanted to do.
Okay, this is Jeff. Update on the car. The gearbox is damaged. Gearbox is damaged. You'll likely find gear changes slower.
Well, that's not good. What does that mean? What it actually meant was the car wouldn't change gear half the time. I am not making this up. What you are seeing is what you are seeing. At this point, obviously, it's not live commentated, but at this point, I am spamming the A and X button so much, and the car will not change gear. It gets stuck in the gears, and I really just needed it to work again. Just over and over, I was spamming it off. A, X, and it was not doing anything over and over again. And still, going through here, it's still plaguing us. And then we got to this bit where, if you don't know what happened, I'd recommend you go watch the Let's Have a Chat F1 with F1 2017. But pretty much what happened is I got a bunch of stupid illegal overtakes that weren't deserved, so I kept flashbacking that until I got a fair result. Because that was a genuine game screwing over moment. But pretty much what this gearbox problem meant is that into corners, I had to preemptively change gear before going into them. So something like this, I'm already pressed the A button to wait to change up to 7. Oh no, I didn't. You can see there, then it just ends up over-revving the engine. So a problem like this kind of ends up... the gearbox is already damaged, and then it damages the engine. It's horrible, is all I can say. It was horrible, and the worst part is, I think Valtteri Bottas was having engine problems, so we could have caught him had the gearbox not screwed up this way. But sadly, this is what we got. And on lap 31 now, we had a look at the race director. So it was Hamilton from Bottas, ourselves, and then Perez, who is worth a shout out because he is still in 4th place on a one-stop strategy ahead of our teammates. So I'm not sure if he's going to finish there, but that would be a fantastic result if he did. And props to Perez, even though Force India really are our rivals for the time being. And it's just so painful, lap after lap, having this problem. I mean, I think, though, is it fixed? It's fixed! The gearbox is back! Yes! Okay, gearbox is back at full capacity. Let's get after Bottas, see if we can get him. Sadly, it's not to be, and on to the final lap, and it's not good enough. Hamilton wins, Bottas second, and we are going to come through with a very good P3 in the end after the problems we had.
A great win then for the Mercedes team today. So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take back to their base in Brackley after another excellent Grand Prix.
I mean, at the end of the day, it was still a very good race we had, despite the problems. I just though think if we didn't have them, we could have caught Valtteri Bottas, we could have got P2, but it's not a problem. We can come back from this easy peasy, and Monaco's up next, so you never know what's going to happen there. It's normally an absolutely chaotic race with hardly any overtakes, bunched up traffic, and the whole nine. But I really, really hope to see you then. If you like this video, you like it, subscribe for more F1 2017, and I'll see you all next time. Take care, guys. Goodbye.